back to my channel. My name's Sarah, if you don't know me. I started my YouTube channel to follow my journey becoming a single mother by choice, as well as going through IVF and getting diagnosed with endometrial cancer and PCOS. So if any of those topics appeal to you at all, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Hopefully this isn't too shaky and loud and hard for you to hear me. I'm driving, obviously. And I wanted to talk to you while I'm driving because I just finished an acupuncture appointment, and I just wanted to tell you guys why I am feeling so confident about this embryo transfer. I just think that like everything has aligned over the past couple days, and I'm feeling so much better than I did on Monday night. So I got a text from this guy that I went on a date with a year ago maybe. We matched through a dating app, and it was really cool because he is just as into Tony Robbins as I am. I'm a huge Tony Robbins fan. I've been to multiple Tony Robbins events, 7 to be exact, and I just feel like Tony Robbins has been instrumental in my life for whatever reason. I mean, after our first date, I guess we just didn't click enough to pursue a second date, but I think very highly of him, and he texted me because he saw one of my YouTube videos, and he felt the urge to reach out to me and give me contact information for an acupuncturist that helped I believe it was his sister or his sister-in-law, and get pregnant. I contacted her that night, and I sent her an email at like 9 o'clock at night or something, and she got back to me within like a half hour. I just basically explained to her my whole story briefly, and she wrote back. She had all these things to say about what I'd gone through, and suggestions, and she was asking about my different levels in my blood, like my iron and my ferritin, I think is how you pronounce it, and TSH. So she just wanted to know all of these details. She sent me some articles about different viewpoints on IVF, and she said of course she could help me. So I scheduled an appointment with her. I talked to her on the phone the next day actually for about an hour, and I just got a really good vibe from her. She seems like she really cares about her patients, and she said that she wanted to see me before my next lining check because she wanted to perform a treatment that would help with my lining, thicken my lining for Friday, and then she wanted to see me right before my embryo transfer and right after my embryo transfer. So ironically, she's 7 minutes from my clinic, which my clinic is about 35 to 40 minutes from me. So it just worked out really well that she's so close to my clinic. So that'll work out amazing for before and after my embryo transfer. And also, like she was asking me all these details about, I don't know why there's traffic at 2:40 on a Wednesday. Oh, Thanksgiving. That's it. She was asking me questions about, my protocol and details about what I'm going to be doing progesterone-wise and everything. And I told her that I opted to do the suppositories. She ended up sending me some, like a YouTube video and an article and like an email from this guy that like really looked into the difference between suppositories and injections, and turns out that all this research really does point towards injections having a much higher success rate than suppositories alone. So I called my nurse and I said, hey, I know that, oh, I'm going to need to get over. No, not yet. Okay. So I called my nurse and told her that I know that I had requested the suppositories if there was absolutely no difference in efficacy between the suppositories and the injections. However, after some more research that I've been doing, I think I am going to feel more comfortable with the injections, more comfortable for the success of a healthy pregnancy and not having a miscarriage, not necessarily more comfortable physically, but I need to do what's best for my baby, not what's best for me. So, so it was crazy because I was thinking to myself, oh gosh, I already paid $340 something bucks for the suppositories, and now I'm gonna have to pay who knows how much more for the injections. So they called the prescription into the pharmacy, and the pharmacy called me, and they said my insurance covered it. This is just so weird to me because like I said in my frozen embryo transfer meds video, my insurance has not covered anything for IVF, but for some reason they covered my estrogen and my couple of, like my antibiotics and my steroids that I have to take before my transfer, and they covered my progesterone and oil injections and supplies. So I just feel like that was like, I know I talk about the universe a lot. I am not religious. I believe in the universe and energy and stuff like that. So I'm a little weird. But I believe that the fact that these injections were covered by my insurance magically is just like the universe telling me that this was the right choice and I am supposed to do the injections instead of the suppositories. And the fact that this guy that I went on one date with a year ago reached out to me to give me this acupuncturist information, and she just seems so amazing, and I really trust her, and I feel like she is really going to help me be in the best physical state I can be in to accept this embryo and have it implant into my uterine lining successfully. So I'm getting so excited now. I was really feeling down on Monday about everything and just worrying, and I just have this new level of confidence and just wanted to share that with you guys. So I will be filming the rest of this video on Friday after I get my news. So fast forward a couple days, and here's my news from my Friday appointment. Okay, I just had my second lining check and blood work, which I didn't know they were going to do blood work again, but for my frozen embryo transfer, and I was really hoping that my lining would have increased in thickness and that I would be good to go for December 3rd transfer. And I'm still waiting for a call from the nurse after the doctor reviews the images, but the ultrasound tech said it was measuring like a 5. So it was like 7.3 on Monday, and today is Friday, and now it's a 5. Like, whose lining decreases? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, my first thought is like, what's wrong with me? Like, why is my body not doing what it's supposed to do? But it's looking like most likely this is going to get canceled because my lining decreased. So I don't see how the doctor's going to want to like keep trying to get it to be thicker. I'm probably going to have to wait and have another period and then start over. I'm trying so hard to like realize that life is happening for me, not to me. That is a really process and you get dates, you start to like think, you know, like I would have been due like the end of August, and I just kind of like had that in my mind, and I was getting excited, and I have some other friends that are pregnant, and it just would have been cool to, like, I don't know, but I have to learn from this, and I think the key takeaway is obviously there are things that have gone my way during this, but a lot of the things have just not gone as planned, and I just need to be more flexible with all of this. It just sucks because it's so much more money. Like, everything is more money. The more like things don't go your way, then you have to do things over again, and then that's more money. So I guess we will see what the doctor says, but it looks like this is probably not going to happen until January now, is my guess. So I will let you guys know. Okay, so it has been several hours since the last clip you just saw. I have since spoken to the nurse, and we have a plan-ish for my next embryo transfer. It's just, the timing is just very up in the air based on lots of factors. So basically, we are going to wait until I get my next period to restart this process. So the estrogen that I've been taking every day, the 3 blue tablets, I'm stopping that as of tomorrow. And tomorrow night I will be starting the progesterone suppositories that I had purchased that I was not probably going to end up using since I got the progesterone and oil injections. So to bring upon my period, we're going to start the progesterone suppositories, just one a night for 12 days, starting tomorrow. And then I'm gonna stop, and when I stop, my period will come either anywhere from the next day to 14 days later. So anywhere from a day to 2 weeks it could start after stopping the progesterone. So that is where the what ifs come into play. So if I get my period earlier than the week of earlier than the week of the 14th, that would be too early because I'm going to Florida for Christmas. I'm leaving on the 19th and I'm going to be back on the 26th. So if I got my period earlier than the week of the 14th, then I would need to have my ultrasound 2 weeks after my period starts, and I will be in Florida during that time if it's earlier than December 14th. So if it happens to be like December 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, like anywhere around there, that would be ideal, because then I can start the estrogen back up again on anywhere from day 1 to day 3 of my period, or I should say of my cycle. So then my first, and you have to be on that for 2 weeks before your first lining check. So then that would be after I get back from Florida. So potentially we're looking at beginning of January now. So it just took me a little bit to wrap my head around that. I was getting so very excited to be pregnant by Christmas. Like, I just had it in my head, like my transfer would be December 3rd and I would take a pregnancy test, probably December 14th or so. And then I would be, and then I would take, a couple more blood tests to find out my HCG level before I leave for Florida, and I would feel good about if I had high, rising HCG levels. and be able to like really be happy in Florida and be pregnant. So, however, the way I'm choosing to look at the situation now is when I use the universe again. Hopefully I don't annoy anybody when I say that, but the universe is guiding me, and I think that I will actually be able to enjoy my trip in Florida more now, because I won't have to worry about the progesterone and oil injections every night. I won't have to bring all that with me. And we plan on going to Disney World a couple days. We are going to Disney World a couple days. And I wouldn't have been able to go on any of the rides. And I am a huge like roller coaster attraction Disney freak. Like, I love Disney World and I love crazy rides, and I wouldn't have been able to go on any of the crazy rides. Maybe like some of the dinky rides in like Fantasyland, but now I can go on anything I want. And so I think this is actually for the better. I just really hope that I get my period at a good time. So yeah, that is about it. I just wanted to update you. So that is the plan now. And so kind of sucks that now I'm just going to be really, I mean, I'll be doing the vaginal suppositories of progesterone, but other than that, I'm just kind of like twiddling my thumbs, and it just felt really good that I was like working towards a goal, you know, the past several weeks, and I was getting so excited and ready for this embryo transfer, and now it's getting pushed back. And I know that like a lot of the YouTube videos I watch of other people going through this, like there are so many things that can go wrong during this process, and I guess what it's teaching me, I have had lots of things go wrong. I haven't once come across somebody who ended up having cancer, so that just really like screws everything up. Several months of dealing with the cancer stuff, and that was awful, but I am very grateful that I am cancer free as of right now, and that is just another reason why I have a major sense of urgency here, as if I didn't have a sense of urgency enough, given the fact that I'm almost 38 and I have wanted to be a mother so bad, literally since I was 4, like with my baby dolls and everything. Like, that's all I've ever wanted. So we're talking 34 years here, and I know there's a lot of girls out there who got pregnant way before they were 34, and I've been yeah, it's just been a long time. And especially the fact that I'm single too, like, it's just, there's a sense of urgency here because of my cancer situation, my age, and I just don't want to like lose out on this opportunity to become a mom, which is my life's purpose. 100% for sure. I know it is my life's purpose to be a mom. So just have to be a little bit more patient and have to learn that this process definitely does not go as planned. And if I can impart any wisdom from my brief experience doing this so far, it's that you can't count on anything going according to plan. And if your situation goes according to plan, like, you are so lucky, and that is so awesome, and you should be very grateful for that. But I feel like the majority of people going through IVF are faced with lots of challenges. So this is definitely not the worst thing that could happen. My uterus did look good, other than the fact that it just wasn't, the lining wasn't thick enough. So I could have had more polyps. I could have had a cyst on my ovary. I could have had fluid in the uterus. I think that's bad. So there's lots of things that could have been much worse. So I'm gonna take this as positively as I can, and I will of course keep you guys posted and updated, and hoping for a early January transfer. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday weekend, and I will see you on my next video.